I want to know what I have to eat and how much to really see a difference. How could I make the most out of my money and possibly bulk as I'm wanting to gain some mass? How many calories will I need to be eating per day to make fast gains? I've been there before too. I was always struggling to put on weight, let alone muscle. And I didn't know what to do about it. What should I eat? How much should I eat? And especially, how could I eat so much? How could I bulk while still being on a budget? Since then, I've managed to bulk up 20 kilograms in size, with the majority of that being muscle. And no, it didn't come from fast food or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every single day, or some other fast, high-calorie way of trying to put muscle on, like let's say mass gainers or something silly like that. Here's the no BS way on how you can bulk up quickly with a budget in mind while still remaining healthy. First, what you want to do is you want to go down to the description and click on the link that says the calorie calculator. It's got completely nothing to do with me. I don't own the website. I've not been sponsored at all. Click on there. You have to put in your weight and your age and your height, and it will give you a rough estimate of how many calories that you need in order to just maintain your weight. And then what we want to do is add 20% of those calories on top of that, and you need to eat that every single day. For example, if you need 2,000 calories a day, add 20% on top of that, so that would be 2,400 calories every single day. This gives your body enough calories to actually work on in order to put on more muscle and more size. Now let's get into how to actually stick to a budget. So the first step is you need to buy in bulk. For example, the most typical thing to buy in bulk would be something like rice, which is a really good option. If you're going to Sainsbury's, for example, and you're getting that, is it called like Tyndall or something? There's like a bag of rice that's like a kilogram, and it's like £3 or something like that. You can go to an Asian restaurant, or you can even just go and look at what is usually the bottom shelf of that exact same aisle and find like a 7 kilogram bag of rice that's still completely fine for like £6. Now, of course, that is more than the 1 kilogram bag that you were going to buy anyway, but you get so much more for it, and you don't have to buy another bag of rice for another month, maybe even 2 months. Same goes with something like lentils as well. Lentils is a really good option, especially if you don't have enough money, for example, to buy lots of meat. Lentils is similar to rice in terms of you get loads of carbohydrates, but it also provides protein. So for example, if you are really skint on muscle, instead of having rice and 3 chicken thighs, you could maybe reduce the amount of the most expensive ingredient, which would be the chicken, and instead have 2 chicken thighs with lentils instead of rice, and the lentils will almost make up for the amount of protein that you'll be missing with the chicken thighs. And the same principle goes for meat and for fish. Again, buy it in bulk and then freeze it. Now, you can't really buy something in bulk and get the benefits at a supermarket. I mean, you could if you go for like the product that has slightly more, but really you want to go to like a butcher or to a fishmonger. Obviously, it depends on the one that's near you. It could be really expensive, it could not be. But try and find the best deal. Sometimes it can be at the supermarket that you get the best pound per kilogram, or it could be at a butcher's, for example. In addition to this, and talking about butchers, the third step here is to not shy away from unpopular and cheaper cuts of beef or even chicken or lamb or anything. Oftentimes the cheaper cuts can be something that we're not used to eating, or something that's viewed as not very luxurious, but it can be absolutely perfect for bulking. For example, a beef liver is not very expensive at all for how much that you get. It's quite cheap. Fair enough, it's viewed as not very luxurious, but depending on how you make it, it can be really nice. And in addition to this, it has the best nutritional profile of any source of meat that you will ever find. It's just got the highest amount of vitamins and minerals, so this will be perfect for your bulking journey. Moving on from that, we're talking about something like stewing meat, oxtail, certain slices of pork, for example pork belly. And as I said before, organ meat is really good for your body. It's actually the hunters that take the first pick of the animal, and what do they pick? They always pick the organs. It's because they know that they're actually the best for them, as opposed to like the ribeye steak, which like they usually leave to like the kids or the women or something. So with this in mind, I'm hoping that you're able to have a cheaper bulking journey. If you want to see a full day of eating, watch this video in the card now. It's on either of these sides. I don't know which side.